Okay, so let's get into this video. Um, and I can't remember when I posted the last video, but as you can see from the other video, my hair was up in a ponytail from my niece. So actually when I go back to get my hair done, I would take you along with me. It'll be on my phone. So what I did was I used the ion pigment. Let me get it and I'll show it to you. Hold on. Okay, so this is what I use, the red hot pigment, and I just put it on the front of my hair and left it on for like 5 minutes and then took it off. So if you remember the last video I posted, when we started the locks, so as you can see from the, before I take the ponytail down, I'm just going to show you where I grew out my side and part of the back. Let me move up so you can see. And yeah, so yeah, I grew out part of that, and I think what I'm gonna do is color the back blonde, because some of the sides is not as much as it was, but it's just a little bit, it's cut. But it was so much gray that I covered it all so that it could at least be halfway decent for the holiday. And let me take this out. So I think it has been 5 months since we added the extensions, and let me see, I think it's been 7 months altogether that I've been growing out that hair, because I started at the end of May growing it out, and then I waited until it was 1 inch long and we added the hair. And yeah, it's still curly only because I had rolled it up. Once I took it out the ponytail and oiled my scalp, I put the perm rods in to roll it up because I had a doctor's appointment. I think it was either that Monday or that Tuesday, but the rollers were in for 3 days. So, and that's why it's still curly. So yeah. But yeah, so here I will turn around so that you can see, and I hope you can see, but yeah. I can go too fast. But yeah, so that is my locks. Sorry, my sinuses. But yeah, we added 35. It's 35 locks that we added. And I helped her and showed her how to do it, because y'all know I've been adding and taking out extensions forever. So yeah, I helped her add them, and I just keep watch over them. Not so much anymore, because yeah, it's been 5 months now, and what we had to do with my particular hair was, we had to interlock each piece of hair. We had to interlock it. So that told my hair what I wanted it to do. So it basically, yeah, that worked out. Because now it's in the budding stage. And I don't think I have any that are, maybe you can tell on this one. Yeah, where you can see it's budding. You can see it's budding in there. So my hair is about right there. And it might be even a little bit longer because as you can see now I need a retwist, but it still looks good. And I am no longer tender-headed. I remember I mentioned that before in the beginning, but I'm no longer tender-headed because I've been consistently going to my niece and having her do my hair. So yeah, just wanted to show my locks, and I'm liking it. And the extensions were 6 inches, so they're not really as long as the hair on top. I do have one that's longer than the rest of them, which is why it has a shell, but I like it. So, and of course I had to color it to match the rest of my hair. There is 2 back here that I'm going to color today. Where are they? These 2 that needed a repair. And the only reason why they are getting, I'm gonna put the pigment on it so I don't have to leave it on long. Only reason why they're getting this is because those are the only 2 that do not match my hair because they had to be repaired. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Because once we put them in, I waited 6 weeks. Yeah, I waited 6 weeks to go back because I know how to get my hair to lock. So when the style started getting old, I started spraying my hair with water every day so that way it could start the budding stage and I could let my hair know what I wanted it to do. And those 2, yeah, they had to be repaired. And I had already colored my hair, so I mean, you win some, you lose some, but it works. I mean, out of 35, doing 2, say that's pretty good. But I'm happy that Sally's had the pigment in, because you only leave it on for about 5 minutes and then rinse it out, which is what I did with the front. And you could tell now with this light, you could tell I just did the front because you could still see some grays up in there. But since my hair was, let me get this together real quick. Up in a ponytail, I didn't want all those grays right there. It's pretty obvious. So let me put this on. There. So now can't really see too much of gray. I see one right there, but it's not as bad as it was before. But I like it. I like the fullness of it. It tell you that moment where I felt like I made the biggest mistake of my life growing my hair back. One, because I was always ready to cut it off. And two, when I washed it. When I washed and colored my hair, I felt like I had made the biggest mistake of my life. Do you know how long it takes to dry this now compared to before? Yeah. So I don't wash it that often. But I also don't use a lot of products in my hair. So that's another goodie. The most I do is oil. Because it is dry right now, which is why I had to take out the ponytail I had before. You'll see it in another video. I'll probably post all of these together. But yeah, yeah, that makes me, when it's time to wash, yeah, it requires a lot. The drying time is forever. Yeah, it takes longer than I thought. And I think if I would have thought that through, I probably wouldn't have done it. But I wouldn't have that much fun with it, doing all the different styles that we've been able to do to it. So I am enjoying that aspect, but the drying time, yeah, I mean, when I'm home and I wash it myself and dry it, that drying time takes a while. But after she does my hair and I sit up under the dryer, it's not, it's not that bad. So I will see you when she actually starts doing my hair so that you can see the before and after. Yeah. And that way you can really get a good look at it. The difference between now and when I get it done. I'm pretty much going to get a simple hairstyle, something I always wanted to try, but I think with just my locks, I would have had to add a bulk of them together because they were so small. So that's why you can see the added ones are just a little bit bigger. So yeah, but I didn't want to make this a long video, but I did wanted to show you, come back and show you how they're doing. Yeah, and my locks are 7 years old, so I will probably have 2 different anniversary dates, but at least they fall around the same time, so which is good. So we'll come back and see how these are doing. But yeah, I will show you the style in the next video. I will see you.